Hello and welcome to Baseplate Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at set 60407, the double-decker sightseeing bus, and this is a set which is pretty clearly inspired by the City Sightseeing tour operator that operates in a fair few cities around the world. What we'll do is we'll take a look at the box, the minifigs, and get it open, but also we will look at how it compares to other buses that Lego have brought out. We've got a couple here in the city, so the blue one that came with train station just there, and the yellow and green, and these are not double deckers, so of course you would be expecting, if we're doing to scale and this is all in the city range, that this set should be a fair bit bigger than those, but I think we're going to see that that's probably not the case once we get it open and built. This was one of the June 1st 2024 releases, and with 384 pieces it went for $30 US, 25 British pounds, or 40 Canadian dollars. I picked it up in Canadian because that's where I am, and actually with the exchange rates as they are, I got a reasonably good deal for that. So 384 pieces, $30 US. We're definitely doing well on a parts to price ratio. I'd assume that quite a few of these are fairly small pieces. I think we can see some kind of just plates and stuff stuck in here, but you know, you are getting 4 full-size minifigs and a baby minifig with a stroller or a pushchair, depending on how you want to call that. Pretty nice box, shows you everything that you've got. Like I say, very, very reminiscent of the city sightseeing buses, these colours, everything. And if we look on the back, it shows it from the other side, shows that it can actually come apart. You can lift the roof off, which is great, little bit of modularity, and shows where you can fit the stroller just there. Of course it's a city set, so I'm assuming there are going to be quite a lot of stickers, which, you know, comes with the territory for Lego City. It's not kind of what their premium brand, if you like. This isn't modulars. But anyway, let's get it open and see what we're working with. So we're up to 3 bags. They're all fairly full, so feels like it's going to be relatively substantial. And of course we've got the one booklet, so this is very much a kind of single build. I'm assuming it's going to take me about 40 minutes or so. And then finally we've got that fairly extensive kind of sticker sheet. I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stickers, 12 or 13, in a relatively small set, but it's kind of what I expected. Anyway, let's get to building. Just a quick 40-second or so speed build here. Build took me about 45 minutes and nothing too complex. I think for a younger builder this is something that would keep them busy for a couple of hours and it's not too frustrating, so a really nice way to keep them busy and quiet for a little while, which I assume is always the aim as a parent. Okay, so I've just got this built, and first impressions are that there's actually very little to complain about. Of course there's quite a few stickers, but they're pretty easy to apply, and also the colour matching versus the Lego red is actually really quite good. The other thing I was concerned about was actually the size of this, considering it's a double-decker, and I will show you more kind of detailed comparison versus the other Lego City buses. This actually matches up pretty well. Straight away we can see there's plenty of seating on the top deck here, the kind of viewing deck, 5 seats there. This all comes apart as one piece, which is really nice. And then in here we've got another 1, 2, 3 seats, and also the driver's seat as well, plus space for a stroller or wheelchair. There's actually a clip which keeps the stroller in place, which is a really nice touch. If I move that out of the way, you may be able to see the clip just here. That can work for a wheelchair as well, but the wheelchair kind of needs to be facing towards the bit there, and it struggles if there's a person inside the wheelchair as well. We've got nice steps at the back built to come up through this section, so easy access for the minifigs from the bottom, the lower deck to the top deck. And overall, just a really cohesive design. The reds and yellows and the stickers are absolutely great. One of the nicest parts of this is actually the ability to change up the destination, and you can do that just by bringing this down, and you can see that they've actually been thinking about sets which have been released recently. So the museum, alright, it's modular, not in the city range, but they know people are going to have that in their kind of collection. Harbour, that's just come out in Europe as well as a set. And we've got a park. Who doesn't have a park in their city? It's kind of a crucial thing. And then back to downtown. You can lift this bit up. I'm saying this. You can lift this part up for easier access, but I don't think it's needed whatsoever. It's very easy to spin this around as needed. Maybe a little too easy. You know, when you're playing with it, it could get jolted around, so you end up with kind of a half and half situation. But other than that, not too bad. One thing that's interesting is we know that pretty much every time they do stickers, they do a license plate at the front or the rear, and that normally has the set number on it. We don't get that with this set, which is interesting. I do like that. It's a really good way of being able to tell what set number your vehicles are from. But you know, that's fine. The other stickers that we've got are the City Tour one down here, and then the big Visit Today sticker there. I don't know which set that's a reference from, but I'm assuming it's some kind of mech. There is, I know, a mech kind of museum in Tokyo somewhere. So, mech museum, I don't know if museum's the right word, so maybe it's a reference to a real life thing. But yeah, really, really quite nice. The interesting thing about the back here is that we can actually open this up, and this is where we can see the battery. Obviously not a real battery, but we can tell that this is an electric powered bus. So nice and environmentally friendly. But yeah, overall, so much better than I was expecting. And in terms of the kind of box art, the pictures on the Lego website, I think this does a really... The actual set does a much better job in terms of being the correct size than those pictures kind of give the impression of it. The pictures definitely make it look a lot smaller than it is. Nice set of minifigs. We'll go for each of those as well. Nothing too special, apart from maybe this one. I think that's a pretty nice set of legs with the belt on there. Nice top, and obviously an awesome hairpiece. So, but the others, nothing too special, but we do get a baby, and that's always a bonus. Anyway, I'll get onto the minifigs and also comparing this versus these buses just here. Like I said before, I was concerned about this in terms of size, but when we place it against the other city buses, it is exactly the same in terms of width, and does have that extra height that's needed. The extra height is maybe what makes it appear a little narrow, but it definitely is the same width-wise. In terms of length, the most recent bus, the blue one from the train station set, is a perfect match, whereas the yellow and green is just a little longer, and I think it would have been nice for the double-decker to have been at this length, I think. The way that this set is a real step up on those other two is that the roof comes apart as one section, whereas those other two have you peeling the roof apart in multiple pieces in order to access the interior. This is a far better design here. As noted before, both the other buses have their set number in their license plates, plus the blue bus, I think, indicates it's liquid petroleum powered with the LP at the start of the license, and the yellow and green says it's an electric hybrid. We don't get a license with this set, but we can see it's electric powered when we open the trunk at the rear. Onto the minifigures then, and we have 4 full-size ones and then the baby, and we'll start with the driver who comes with a microphone accessory. It might have been nice to have something built into the set rather than him having to hold this by hand. He's got no alternate face, but otherwise he's just fine with a decent uniform. Onto the passengers, and we have the mother with her baby. Again, no alternate face, and this might currently be one of the most overused torsos around. She's got a decent hairpiece, but definitely nothing too special. The exciting bit here is the baby, but more accurately, the baby carriage or stroller, which appears to be a new piece and is currently exclusive to this set. I'm sure it will appear in plenty of others soon, and with different colours too, but currently this is the only way to get this, and it's just about perfect. Really nice stuff. We then have this guy with his slightly out there shirt and hat and glasses. He's got all the personality accessories a man could need. He comes with a cell phone and is a pretty unique minifig, even if he doesn't have an alternate face. I don't recall seeing this torso before. Finally, onto the female minifig with her camera as an accessory, and as I noted before, I like the printed leg piece with the belt, and the torso is a nice print too with an excellent hairpiece, plus she's the only one of these with an alternate face. So overall, a nice selection of minifigs and accessories here. I do want to talk about value here. It can be difficult to make direct comparisons, but this set is priced at $30 US, yet the yellow and green bus I showed before came out 7 years ago in 2017, before all the wild pandemic-induced inflation we've had, and it was priced at $50 US. That's $20 more. That set was technically a bus station set, but the side builds it had were pretty minimal, and overall the set had 47 fewer pieces than this one. I'll be the first person to say that LEGO has become too expensive, and some themes, including often LEGO City, which is weird as no licenses need to be paid for, can be really steeply priced. However, in this instance, we appear to be getting a set priced at the correct amount straight away, with no need to wait for 20% discounts. It feels weird to say it, but I think this is a genuine value proposition, not just for LEGO but for toys in general, with the build and play potential that this set has. Well done LEGO, let's have more of this sort of thing please. I hope you enjoyed that review of the Double-Decker Sightseeing Bus, and if you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't already. I've got the bus placed in the city, minus the mother and her baby, because I just wanted to put it in here alongside the carriage that we had with Assembly Square. I've actually had to add a little bar across the back there, because there isn't actually anything for a parent to hold on to otherwise, so I've just clipped a bar. I think you can see it into place at the back. There is a clip there, but yeah, overall I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be really the right size at all. I thought, I really ummed and ahed about getting this set. I'm not sponsored by LEGO or anything like that, so most of the sets that I pick up are ones that I like. Rarely going to give too many bad reviews, because why would I spend my own money on stuff I didn't like? But yeah, this is definitely one of the good ones. Like I say, $30 US in 2024 versus $50 back in 2017 with a couple of small side builds. Actually, one of the side builds for that one I've got sat just there, which is the newsstand, which I've actually bulked up a tiny bit as well. So yeah, definitely a good one, and it would be nice if we keep on getting stuff as good as this from LEGO. But as always, be good.